What's your favorite focal length? What's up? Welcome back. If it's your first time here, my name's Lewis, also known as Mr. Camera Junkie, and I'm a photographer based out of Hollywood, Florida. Today we're going to be talking about the Sony 16 to 50mm kit lens. This is the lens that comes paired with the Sony a6100, and most of Sony's APS-C lineup going as far back as 2013, when it was first paired with the Sony NEX-6. Most lenses have pros and cons. This lens is no different. No matter what your feelings are about kit lenses, I feel that if you're just starting in photography, the kit lens is ideal for finding out your favorite focal length. This lens is designed for APS-C cameras, which means you need to multiply the focal length. 16mm on APS-C equates to a 24mm on a full frame camera, all the way to 50mm, which equates to a 75mm on a full frame. So 24 to 75 is a great focal range, especially for a kit lens. The Canon EF 24 to 70 f2.8 L series lens is one of Canon's most beloved lenses. Ask anyone who's ever owned it. That lens is still selling today for $1,900. Even the f4 version goes for around $1,000. But if you've ever seen these lenses, you know they lean towards the humongous side, which is why I'm so amazed at with what Sony was able to accomplish. This lens is just about 30mm long and just about 65mm when fully extended. It's optically stabilized and even has power zoom complete with rocker. Perfect for video, giving you smooth zoom transitions. It weighs in at 116 grams. That's about 20 quarters. And the fistful of quarters just feels good. Am I right? I don't even know what that means. Needless to say that no lens or camera is without its flaws. Like the fact that this kit lens has a variable aperture of 3.5 to 5.6, which is understandable given its small size. But my biggest discrepancy with this lens is the filter thread at 40.5mm. Sony, why? What were you thinking? I get that people love the small form factors of your digital cameras, but I've never seen that applied to the lens cap. Seriously, it makes the lens look like a toy. It's super easy to lose, but the worst thing is trying to find quality filters in 40.5mm, which is why I could in no good consciousness ever recommend buying filters for this lens. I like the lens, but not the filter thread. You can't even use them with other lenses. Even Sony's own 20mm f2.8 has a 49mm filter thread. So I decided to remedy the one gripe that I had with this lens. What I did was grab the set of step-up rings that I had already purchased. You can find the specific step-up ring for the 40.5mm thread, but being the camera junkie that I am, I'm always coming across different cameras and lenses, especially vintage lenses that lately have had my attention. So I purchased a set of step-up rings that go from 37 to 82mm. Unfortunately, the 40.5mm thread was not covered in the set. Sony, why? Come on. Not wanting to buy a single step-up ring for this lens and not having any lenses with the 37mm thread, this is what I did to my kit lens. Grabbing the 37 to 49 step-up ring and some double-sided tape, I proceeded to cover the backside of the ring with the tape. Lined it up and just stuck it on there. Now my kit lens has a 49mm filter thread. Easy. Allowing me to use filters that I already own, and with the rest of the rings I created the Junkie VND Box. Leave me a comment if you want to see that in a future video. Now with this simple modification, my Sony kit lens doesn't look so toy-like. It's a lot more functional. Even the lens cap looks great. You might be thinking, is this lens even worth the effort? For that I say yes. And I double that notion. See what I did there? This little guy is extremely versatile, lightweight, and the OSS is better than it should be. I mounted the a6100 that does not have IBIS with this kit lens onto my vehicle. Driving around town, all the bumps in the road, all the micro vibrations of the vehicle, I was pleasantly surprised with the results. And if you're thinking about getting this camera set up for vlogging, I feel that the kit lens will be just fine if you're just starting out. I like the 24mm focal length. My Sigma 16mm f1.4 is amazing, but it is just as big or bigger than most of my full frame lenses. Thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for buying a Camera Junkie t-shirt, link in the description, and I will see you next time.